And just in the last 3-4 years, the direct cost savings through the YourPace program for the average student in the program is $21,000. And
That's
the
the savings?
savings. So that's
Wow.
direct savings based upon the time to completion that they can accelerate because of the way we offer the program. And then the debt reduction savings is about $27,000. So
Wow.
those people, not only do you save, the upfront cash that you pay, but you don't accrue debt either. So your lifetime career advantage is like $86,000 for people going into that program now.
That's a
As
win-win.
a Yeah, it's a win-win for my institution because we have more graduates than ever, and for the communities here in the state of Maine, and especially a win for the people in the program. So that is the happiest thing I've ever done as a president, to see those numbers, for our graduates.
You mentioned UMFK and also NMCC. As you know, Northern Maine Community College has a new president. Had the opportunity to meet and greet and to interview him recently. A charming fellow, and I asked him the question, and I always like to ask all of you guys the question when I get the opportunity. How important is collaboration and kind of working together? What's your stance on that? Especially, have you met him yet? And are there any plans to continue, I guess, collabing with one another as far as your concentrations, curriculum, any other workforce development or any other issues?
Oh, absolutely. Well, first, have we met? Yes, we met very soon after he got here. We have a standing lunch meeting once a month, right? And so we pick a local dining establishment and go there for lunch once, every month. And that's always a great meeting with Doug. He is, or I should say, President Binsfield. We call each other by our first names, but
It's obviously, yeah.
absolutely, he is such a charming is a great word, and incredibly knowledgeable, and his background is incredibly important because of the collaboration. I think higher ed is all about collaboration right now. There are very few institutions that don't have to collaborate. And especially public institutions, especially when you have a city like Presque Isle with both a community college and a four-year institution, the more we collaborate, the better it is for everyone here. And he comes with that mindset, just like I've always had that mindset as well. So if anything, I expect to see, we've already had discussions about, in the education realm for people pursuing, whether it's early childhood or other education degrees, how we can collaborate further. But I think well beyond that, including competency education, I would not be surprised if the community college gets into competency education in the trades, and we can build a direct transfer credit into our institution for four-year degrees on top of that. So I think there's so much we can do, and we're both dedicated to those sorts of collaborative opportunities for our respective institutions. So.
We're just a few days shy of Veterans Day. Always love to say thank you to our veterans and provide and make resources and opportunities available for them. Is UMPI doing any of that for those who are in the armed forces or their families, or what do you want to say about that?
Yeah, we do. We have a veteran services coordinator, Gail Curiton, who joined us about a year ago, came to us from out of state and just loves her job in student records. And she is the full-time person that works with our veterans, both family members that receive benefits, but also directly, both here on campus and in the competency YourPace program. And, the Montgomery GI Bill, whether it's the Veterans Readiness and Employment Program, whether it's a post 9/11 GI Bill, she is the conduit for all of that support and for all of that growth. And just amazing work she's doing, recognizing our veterans across the country. We've sent packages because in various states they have these formal recognitions. So we actually, our YourPace students that are current armed force members are getting recognition from this institution wherever it is they're seeing that across the country. So, and she's such a great conduit for that. So that's another area I'll say in the YourPace program. That's one of our fastest growing areas, is either current people in the armed forces or veterans. That's a huge, quickly growing demographic in the program.
Well, that's certainly a great way to end it. Oh, we love great news. You call it your pace. Perhaps you should call it faster than your pace, because your pace is really going fast, huh?
It
leaps
is
and
going,
bounds. Yeah.
it's going fast, which I love to see. It's the opposite of how long does it take me to graduate? These people, they're deciding it for themselves how long it
Right.
takes them to graduate, which I love. So,
Yeah, but it's obviously very success driven, and it's proving to have really good results. Congratulations with all the success of that. We so appreciate you. And thank you so much for catching up with us and kind of regaling the public of all the good things that are happening and the opportunities right here available, both in our backyard and I guess online if your backyard is probably in Europe too as well. Yes?
yeah, yeah, or wherever it is, your kitchen
Right.
in the middle of the night or wherever that is. Yeah, it's just so great to have these conversations and to be able to provide this here in Presque Isle.
All
So,
right. Thank you, President Rice. We appreciate you.
thank you, Shawn. Same.